presentation. I wanted to start off with a question. Okay. Who can tell me what holiday is coming up next week? Does anybody know? What's this? What is it?
You know, Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. It's very exciting. So what is Thanksgiving? Scout?
You give out turkey.
You give out turkey, that's one right. Does anybody, Bryson, you have another idea?
You bring presents and take presents.
Presents? Oh, I think that might be more Christmas, but if your family does it, that's a good way to celebrate Thanksgiving. That's another idea.
Apple pie.
Apple pie. Ooh, that's one of the foods that we eat on Thanksgiving. What other foods do we eat on Thanksgiving?
That's the treat that we have. Also, we eat the apples.
Christian?
You get canniners.
You get what?
Canniners.
Calendars.
No.
So does anyone have an idea? I'll show you in a little bit. Does anyone have an idea? And raise your hand if you have an idea of why we celebrate Thanksgiving. Anyone know? Francis?
Because we like Thanksgiving.
Because we like Thanksgiving.
Also, we are Christmas.
Yeah, we do celebrate. Does anybody else have an idea? Why do we celebrate Thanksgiving? Bryson?
Because it's right to have friends.
It is great to have friends. You're right. Christian?
You have friends over.
Friends are over, right? So,
And your house.
for Thanksgiving, we have a big, giant celebration. We have a big meal, a big feast with all of our friends for what we're thankful for the year. Does that make sense?
And you get toys now.
Well, more... That's more Christmas, okay? Great. So, during Thanksgiving, we have a great big meal. Can anyone think of some of the things that you've eaten during Thanksgiving? Or during that big, great meal? Francis?
I just say ham.
Ham, okay. What else? Did anyone else have an idea of what?
Oranges.
Oranges. You could definitely eat oranges on Thanksgiving. Vivian, do you have an idea? No? No? Dryson, what sort of things do we eat on Thanksgiving?
I eat oranges.
Those. You eat those. Okay.
And
You
those
just sit back. Okay. Emma, do you have an idea of what sort of foods that we eat on Thanksgiving? What about turkey? Who's eating turkey on Thanksgiving? Have you eaten turkey on Thanksgiving?
I only eat oranges. I'm gonna eat oranges.
What about stuffing? Does anyone know what stuffing is? Does anyone have stuffing on Thanksgiving?
I don't know.
No? Okay. Alright, well today we are going to create our own Thanksgiving meal. So, in order to create this Thanksgiving meal, I need everyone to sit with their legs crossed, just like Vivian and Morgan, because we're going to become Thanksgiving chefs. And in order to be Thanksgiving chefs, we need to all work together, make sure we're sitting down, and we need to work together, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so for this Thanksgiving meal, in order to become Thanksgiving chefs, we need an oven. So this is our Thanksgiving oven. Okay, we're going to put all of our ingredients that we are going to use to make our Thanksgiving meal into it and cook. And these are our ingredients over here. And these ingredients will make all of our foods. And for each of the foods, we have recipes. So recipes that lay out all the ingredients we need to make the foods. Okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to start off pretty easy. I have one recipe right here. Alright? Dryson, do you think you could find the ingredient that we need for this recipe and put it in our oven? Okay. Is this the only ingredient that we need for this recipe? I think so. This is the only ingredient we need for our recipe. What do you think we're going to make with this recipe?
Turkey.
Okay, so we have our ingredients in our oven. Now we need to crank up the heat. So can everyone crank up the heat on our oven? Crank it up, crank it up, crank it up. Okay, now we have to wait for the timer. So let's all wait. Wait patiently. Wait for the ding. Ding! Done. And from our oven, we made, what did we make?
Turkey.
A turkey. We made a turkey. Okay, so we'll set this turkey on our Thanksgiving table. table. Next, the next recipe I have is, we'll do this recipe. Okay. This recipe. What do you think this recipe will make? What sort of things? What sort of ingredients do you? What sort of ingredients?
Potatoes.
And potatoes. What do you think, Dyson?
Potatoes.
Okay, probably. Okay. All right, Christian, I need you to come up and find the ingredients. One of the ingredients. You can look on our recipe.
And better sauce.
So just pick one of them. Why don't you do this first one, okay? All right. How many do we need?
2.
One. Okay, you can put one in. How many are on our recipe though? 1. Okay, so can you get 4 of those potatoes? So put the second one in. Third one.
4.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Francis, can you come up and get our second ingredient?
What is this? Cheese.
Some butter. Can we find the butter?
There's 2 cheese.
Turn this coming up.
They are not cheese.
Okay. Did you put 2 of them in there?
Butter.
2. Excellent. Oh, how many do we need? 1, 2. And we already put 2 in there, so we can leave these right
Now
here.
we need these.
All right, Emmett, I need you to find the last ingredient on our recipe list.
I'll start with these.
We found it. We found us the salt. How many do we need?
1,
Emmett?
2, 3.
Good. Okay, can you put 3 salts into our oven? 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Okay, we have completed our recipe. And we think that, Francis, you had an idea that this might make potatoes. So did you, Scout? I guess we'll find out, okay? Alright, so we need to crank up the heat again. We all crank up the heat. Crank up the heat, crank up the heat. Alright, now we have to wait. Wait patiently. Just wait for the ding. Ding! What did we make? What did we make? Potatoes, right? We made some mashed potatoes for our Thanksgiving meal.
Can I do it?
Yes. Okay, so the next one we will do, ooh. What do you guys, Morgan, if you want to scoot up a little bit, you can.
Cereal.
Ooh, cereal? Kind of looks like cereal, right? This is bread, it's cubed bread.
And 2 butter.
So what do you think we're going to make from this? Does anyone have an idea?
Bread and salad and cheese.
Salad, maybe, okay. So we have our cubed bread, we have our celery, we have butter, we have this is chicken broth. And then we have, I think this is parsley. Okay, so, Morgan, can you come up and can you find our first ingredient? It's right here. How many of them do we need, first of all? How many?
8.
So you need 8. Okay, can you find 8 of the cubed bread? Okay? Put it in our oven. Count them together. 1, 2, 7. I think you counted 8 in there. Okay? Alright, so we have 8. We have 8 of our cubed bread in there. Okay, Vivian, can you find our celery? Can you find our celery? Okay, we need 4 of them. Can we put 4 in? Alright, Scout, you're up next. Can you find our butter? Our butter?
2.
We need 2 butter. Okay, can you put 2 butter in our oven?
Can you make one of these for me?
And then what?
No, I like one of those ovens.
Oh, okay. Okay, so can we find 2 of our butters and put them in our oven for this recipe? 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, Francis, it's your turn. Can we find the chicken broth? We need to find the chicken broth.
Chicken poo.
We just needed the one. And last, our parsley. Dryson, can you find the parsley?
Parsley.
How many do we need?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, can we put 3 in our oven?
1, 3. Okay, I need
You put 1.
1, 2, 3.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so we have our bread, we have our celery, we have our butter, we have our chicken broth, we have our parsley. I think we've completed the recipe. Okay, so I'll put the top on the oven and I have to crank up the heat again. Crank up the heat, crank up the heat. Oh, that's hot enough. We don't want to burn it. Okay, so now let's wait patiently. There it is. That was the ding. That was the ding. Okay, so we made. Has anyone ever seen this?
No.
Never seen this?
Yes.
On Thanksgiving?
I croutons.
Oh, they look just like croutons. You're right.
No, it's croutons.
There's croutons.
Croutons.
This is stuffing. Anyone have stuffing before?
Crouton.
Stuffing is very good. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so we've completed that recipe. On to the next one.
Hey, crouton.
Okay. Ooh. What do you think this recipe is?
It's a crouton.
Well, we just made croutons. What do you guys think? Anyone have an idea?
It's more than the bad one.
What are these green things? What do they look like?
Grass.
They look like grass. Okay. All right. Well, we'll make a recipe and we'll find out. Okay. So.
Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. So we know we have 7, and then Emmett, can you find 7 of these?
No,
And these
I
are
need to count.
green beans. Can you hand them to Emmett? Thank you.
This is the first one.
So let's count 7 into 1, 2, 3, 6. Excellent. So we have our green beans in there. Okay, now we need.
1, 2, 3.